After fleeing the conflict there, Job and his father have found a new home in the Bidi Bidi refugee settlement in Uganda. This settlement is home to over 270,000 people. That's about the same size as Bolton or Plymouth or Southampton. When Job was given the opportunity to train as a mobile journalist through a World Vision project, he jumped at the opportunity. Now, when he isn't playing football, Job interviews people from all walks of life who live within the settlement, telling their stories using just a mobile phone. Job's stories of how children within the settlement have adjusted to their new lives in Uganda and how they're innovating to bring their new communities together have reached hundreds of thousands of people around the world. Well, let's go live to Uganda and let's meet Job, who's a teenager who's been working as a mobile journalist. Good morning, Job. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
That's great. I've got two friends in Brighton that are going to interview you now. We're going to the Backer School to meet Alfie and Alicia. Do you want to introduce yourselves, Alfie and Alicia?
My name's Alfie. I'm in year 10 of BACA. I'm 1 year away from my GCSEs.
Hi, I'm
Great to see you.
Alicia in year 10, and I'm in the second to last year of BACA.
Excellent. And Alicia, I hear you're a bit of a whiz as a netball central player. So lovely to see you. I think you've got some questions for Job. So fire away.
Yeah? Well, we're just wondering, mate, what would you like to see change in the future?
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of things that I want to change that I wish will change in future. Like for us here in our settlement, which is between refugee settlement, which is actually the second largest refugee camp in the whole world. There are some challenges that have been affecting the refugees, most especially the teenagers. For instance, during the COVID-19 lockdown, there was a high increase in teenage pregnancy. So I thought those are some of the things that will change in future.
Thank you.
I'd like to know, what is your everyday routine like?
Actually, my day-to-day routine is like in the morning, I'll wake up at around 5, and then I'll have my, let me say, I'll have some cleanups, like I'll brush my teeth and I'll bathe. So after everything, I normally, after that, I will have to have a short break, which is the break I will have it in the morning before I go to school. Then from there, after having the break, and then I'll put on my uniforms, and then I'll start my journey to school at around 6. Then at 6, I'll reach out to school at around 6:30, and that's when I'll start my normal preparations. Like in the morning when there's no teacher in the class, I'll start like I'll have some of my revisions, like what the teachers have taught, and then I'll go through them before the teacher enters the class. So our normal lessons normally start at around 8. That means from 6:30 to 8. That's when I'll be having my, like for us here we call it as preps. Those are the preparations in the morning. So after that, our normal lessons start at 8, and then from 8, we also have from 8 we have our lessons up to 10:40. From 10:40 there we have our break time, which is for the whole school. Then we have the break is like for like 30 minutes. So after having the break, we normally go for our lessons. After the break, we also go to class for our lessons. Uh, so from there, after having the lessons, also in the afternoon, we also have lunchtime. That's when we also break up and we go home to eat food and have a lot of things at home. So from there, our lunchtime is normal, like 1 hour. So you go home, eat, and come back to school. From there, also have our evening, like our afternoon lessons also, which is starts around 2. And then from 2, that's when our afternoon lessons will start, and then we break up around 4. And then also from 4, I will not go home. I will still be at school and also have my revise my books at that time from 4 to 5. Then from
Wow.
5, then I will also start my journey to go home. From home, then I also look for some ways of like going to the borehole to fetch water, and then I'll get. Then from there, I wait for supper. After eating, I also read my books, and I normally go to bed at around 12. Yeah.
Wow. That's a busy day. You have to get up at 5 and you're at school from 8 until 6. That's a long day. Amazing. Alfie, I think you've got another question.
Yeah, I was just wondering, where did you get your inspiration for journalism?
Yeah, nice to meet you, Alfie. Actually, me, I am fan of football, and I like listening to like radios. Actually, I got my inspiration for being as a journalist. For journalism, actually there's a guy called Fabrizio Romano. This guy who normally reports things about football, rumors like transfers. So I like his lifestyle, and I like to follow him also. And that's the lifestyle that I want to be. And I think he's also very famous. That means I will also be famous in future. And I also want to be like the voice of the voiceless in our community. Uh,
Oh,
It's really
that's
interesting.
amazing. A voice to the voiceless. That's beautiful. Your films have been helping so many people understand the life in the refugee camp. Thank you for what you're doing. Alicia, you have the last question.
I think we'd all like to know what kind of message you have for your viewers today.
Yeah, actually, what I know is that children will make a great future. Will make great things in future. Uh, like uh, for instance, currently, though we are refugees, we came from somewhere from our country to this country. We know that being refugees is not yet the end of our future. I think here we will study and make something in future. So that means being a refugee will not close our future. Will not make us like being like very dull or just being what. The message I will send is that we should keep on supporting children so that they can make a great future.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you, Job. Thank you, Alfie. And thank you, Alicia. That's a strong message that being a refugee does not determine your future. And as you can see from Job, he's so passionate about learning that he's at school almost the entire day. And I guess that helps us take our education for, we shouldn't take our education for granted. Now, I've got an amazing guest I want you to